What's happening, Shredder Nation? Happy Tuesday. Welcome. Welcome to episode number 34 of Shred Your Body. I'm your host, Jesse James Jamnik, and tonight's a little special. Tonight's a little different. We're not going to be doing any interviews tonight. It's July 4th weekend. It's the summertime. For some reason, everybody seems to, what's up, Susan? Everybody seems to check out when it comes to the summertime. And hopefully tonight I can share with you guys. My mission tonight is to share a couple different things. So one, how can we maintain the ERShred lifestyle? How can we go through life? What's up, Natasha? How can we go out to eat? How can we go on vacation? How can we not be the weirdo when we go to hang out with friends? I can't eat that. No, I don't do that. Like, you don't want to be that person, right? So we're going to go over all of that. We're going to go over some things like how to understand the balance. And then for the last section of this, I want to touch on athletics, and that's my jam, obviously. And I get questions, guys. I can't get to all your messages. I can't get to all the inboxes, but I can try to make sure that we put it out. What's up, Lenny? I don't know who else that is, but how are you? Thanks for joining. So we're going to go over athletics, and I want to take it from the beginner, somebody who's not even exercising right now, all the way to advanced, meaning that you're working out 6 days a week. You've been training for years. You're got a few screws loose like I do, and you run up and down mountains for fun, and you pay somebody money to torture you. We're going to take it there too, and we're going to go through all of that. What's up, Mama Dukes? My mom's on. Melissa, what's happening? Guys, as you jump in, let's say hi. Let me know where you're coming in from. Also, if you have questions, post them into the comments. Try to stay with the topics with me so we're not jumping all around. But if something comes up, drop it in. This call is all about you. No big thing besides giving value, pouring value, dumping knowledge into people. I believe that knowledge is power when you understand it and execute it. And only when you understand it and execute it. So anyways, if we've never met before, how are you? Jesse James Jamnik. I'm the head nutrition coach for the ERShred. Basically, I'm the crazy idiot that told Sean, you're not crazy. Let's do this. Let's make everybody go, wow. And man, oh man, what a freaking ride it's been. October of last year, we launched the ERShred into the stratosphere. And now thousands, literally thousands of lives have been changed. Physically, mentally, the stories that are coming in, it's unfreaking believable. There's Mr. Sean Escobar. What's happening, buddy? It's unbelievable, the empowerment, the depth of the ERShred. This goes so far. If you think that the ERShred is some hocus pocus, bullshit, superficial diet, I'm sorry, but you are absolutely freaking wrong. You are so wrong. It's not even funny. And I would invite you, I would welcome you to go into a door, come back out of the door. While you're inside the door, slap yourself, get an open mind, come back and look at the information with a wide open spectrum, with a wide open lens. I cannot believe how many opportunities in life I've missed myself because my ego got in the way, and my ego was not my amigo. And when it comes to your health, I will promise you, I will guarantee you, because I've been doing this for a long, long time, 20 plus years, I've been in this space in some way, shape, or form, not always coaching, not as the professional I am today, but I've been in the space, I've done it, I've tried it, I've hurt, I failed, I've succeeded, I failed some more. So I've put in the hours. They say 10,000 hours to be an expert in a subject. And I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm not an expert in everything in life. But when it comes down to this, when it comes down to maintenance, when it comes down to fueling the body for performance, I think I got most of it figured out. However, I never stop learning. I never stop reading. I never am at that point where I'm like, no, your answer's not right. I'm right. Like, that's not the way that it goes. But the point is that I put in the time. So when I share this information with you, it's coming from stuff that I've learned. It's coming mostly from real life information, trying it just like you, failing just like you, getting pissed off, getting frustrated, wanting to quit, quitting, coming back. You name it. I've been there. It's funny. People look at it now and it's like, I'll post a workout or I'll do a thing and they're like, oh, it's so easy for you. You're in shape. Oh, you do that. You work out every day because, look at you. Like, you got muscles and you got abs. And I'm like, do you understand what it took to get here? And do you understand what it still takes to stay here? And I think that's the biggest thing. When it comes to health specifically, there is no end goal. There is no end goal. And that's a huge tip for my ER shredders who are looking to maintain this way of life. You come in and you might come into the ERShred because you're in a bad place. You might come in because you're hurting, you're overweight, you don't feel good every day, your gut's not right, your focus is not right, your skin's not looking good, you have ailments that aren't feeling proper. And I get it. I get it. You're at a place and you're hurting and you're desperate. You've probably tried stuff before. Correct me if I'm wrong, but most of the situations when people finally get to me and they're like, okay, I've had enough, like, let's go. They've usually tried multiple different things. They failed at multiple different diets. And there's a reason that diets fail. It has the word die in it. And we want to teach you lifestyle. And I hope that I can educate you on the bigger picture of the ERShred. This is not just an 11-day protocol. It doesn't stop there. And for anybody who might be coming into this going, okay, I'm just going to do 11 days and I'm done. I'm going to go back to my donuts. I'm going to go back to my sugar-filled energy drinks. I'm going to go back to drinking wine and make up every excuse why I need another glass. I don't know. My mother-in-law came into town. My sister pissed me off. The dog, ripped apart my sofa. Like, I can't believe how many excuses I hear from people who are just like, they make up excuses why they want to feel like more shit on top of feeling like shit. And I'm sorry, but I just don't understand that. I just don't understand that whatsoever. I don't care if you failed at 30 diets before. I get that you're frustrated. I get that you want to quit. But let me ask you this question, and I want you to seriously ponder this question and understand and ask yourself this question. If I quit right now, who am I quitting on? If I quit right now, who am I quitting on? Are you quitting on me? No. Am I going to lose sleep? No. Are you quitting on Sean? Are you quitting on Lenny? Are you quitting on Crystal? Are you quitting on Susan? Are you quitting on Bob? No, you're not quitting on any of those people. If you quit, the only person that you are doing damage to is yourself. Now, that's going to carry over into other people. That's going to carry over into work life. That's going to carry over into relationships. That's going to carry over into playing with your children, dealing with your children, getting frustrated. I mean, we've heard testimonials where people are less angry at their children. We've heard testimonials where people are less moody. We've heard testimonials where, people are no longer waking up in pain anymore and they're happier. Now, I'm not a rocket scientist, but no shit. You're waking up with no more pain. You're waking up with less weight that you've been struggling with to get off for years. You're waking up with more mental focus. You're waking up with healthier, vibrant energy. And you're trying to tell me that that's a recipe for feeling amazing? No shit. I would have never figured that out. Welcome, right? So understand that concept. The quitting concept doesn't exist in my world. I don't care how many times I failed. If I could explain to you how many times I have failed and royally fucked up life, I'm not going to not swear. That's not. I royally fucked up life. If I could express that to you, you would understand why I'm still sitting here, because I'm not dead. I'm not dying. I'm still thriving. You see, I believe as human beings, we've been given the most beautiful thing ever. One is life, obviously, but two is the power of choice. We have been given choice. And when we choose wisely, we get rewarded. I was doing a wallpaper job the other day, and I was talking to this brilliant man, very successful, retired at 60, like super, super cool guy. And he said something to me that I'll never let slide. He goes, I used to give this advice to my daughters all the time. And I said, what's that, sir? Because I'm always looking for stuff. And he goes, you're always one bad decision away, or you're always one decision away from a bad life. And at first I was like, wow, that's really simple. You're one decision away from a bad life. Holy shit. If that doesn't ring the truth, I don't know what else does. I can look back and go, yup, I made that choice. That screwed up my life. Yup, I did that. That screwed up my life. And I play the games like everybody else. I blame people. I blame everybody but myself. Well, the ERShred, the empowerment of the ERShred, and Jesse, what the hell are you talking about? Why? What does this have to do with health? This has everything to do with health. Do you understand? Get your mind right, and everything will start to fall into place. Do the do, and everything will come into play. Make the right choices. We have that powerful gift of choice, and we can choose. We can choose. Okay, let's get into the maintenance of the ERShred. How can we maintain? We have people that have been 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plus shreds. Talk to me about sustainability. All you freaking naysayers that were like, nobody will do that more than once. Nobody will even make it through the 11 days. That's what I got for you. Anyways, maintenance, lifestyle. That's what we're going for. Diet, die. Lifestyle, life. Lifestyle is what I want to teach people. I do not want, there's my 11 shredder, Miss Mimi the clown, baby. Here we go. Marcia, 5 shreds. Put into the comments. Let me know how many shreds you've done. Tell me about your results. Show other people your results. We need to get this out to people because people are hurting. Every day, people are hurting. Somebody's talking to me today. They just got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. He's like, I need some help. He drinks a Pepsi and a fucking Powerade. And I'm like, sir, ass backwards. What do you mean? Ass backwards. You can't keep drinking the sugar. You can't keep drinking empty calories. Maintenance, right? So ERShred. First of all, if you've never heard of the ERShred, it's an 11-day health protocol. I'm going to go ahead and say 56 pounds and 50 inches. Holy shit. 3 shreds, maintaining my weight and feeling great. I am on 4 shreds now, 24 pounds and I don't know, inches released, something Bo-Cups inches, Buku inches released. I don't know. Crazy. Look at the comments. Don't take my word for it. Look at the comments, for crying out loud. They will blow your mind. Come into our group. It's free. www.ershredders.com. Join us. 22.5 thousand people. You cannot lie with 22.5 thousand people, for crying out loud. Get your ass in there. It's free. Stop bitching. Stop whining. Stop complaining. Take action. Raise your hand. Commit to yourself. Get off your ass and cut it out. I'm giving this to you for free. For freaking free. Go in there and do it. Go in there and do it. Okay. What is the bigger picture? 11-day protocol, elimination, reset, shred. We are going to wipe out all of the culprit foods. We're going to get rid of the stuff that causes inflammation. Get rid of the stuff that causes, the body not to be alkaline. We're going to get rid of all of the stuff that is known to cause damage inside of a human being. So now you have that knowledge. Once you gain that knowledge, you see it's now choice. What I'm doing is I am teaching people to fish. I am no longer giving fishes. I gave fish for years. It got me nowhere. I started to teach people to fish, and thousands have fucking transformed. Go figure. This is where it's all about. Oh my God, over 100 pounds between me and my boyfriend, metabolic flexibility reads, 2 shreds, 6 months, 63 pounds, going on number 3. That's my mama Dukes. Lisa, oh my gosh, Lisa, 10 shreds, ERShred lifer. Sean, the results don't lie. The results don't lie. Bigger picture. Once you make it through the 11-day protocol, where do I go from there? Good question. Don't stop. If you come in with the 11-day protocol, if you get set up the right way, you have enough supplies to combine with your whole foods eating, because we teach you how to properly combine whole foods eating with third-party tested, independently verified, top-of-the-line supplementation. We have to fill the void where food falls short. Well, Jesse, can I get everything from food? In theory, yes. If you were back 100 plus years ago, 100%. Deforestation, loss of topsoil, bad farming practices, pesticides, herbicides, no given shit for human health from the government, from the mass food production companies. That has been the problem from when our food actually used to be food. Our fruits and vegetables today do not contain the same nutritional value that they once contained many years ago. This is not my opinion. This is scientific, published fact and research. So if we know, again, here's the knowledge, now we need to put it to use. If we know that our food cannot give us everything we need, well, what is everything? 70. You need 70 trace minerals and nutrients to feed your 100,000 little cells that you are made of as a human being. So if we know that food alone is not enough, we have to have proper supplementation. Now, I get it. Don't get this supplementation confused with the general GNC or vitamin shop. I can walk into that store and make the salesperson look like a damn fool. In fact, I have before. It's a joke. 99% of the stuff in there. Do you know that there was an independent company that went around and randomly tested supplements in these stores, and they found sawdust in some of these products? Literally sawdust. They found other fillers. They found ingredients not listed on the label. If you had any idea, I appreciate and I understand your concern if you're scared of supplementation. But I am going to tell you from somebody who has used them for the last 20 years of my life. I give them to my child. I will give them to my new child who will be born. Supplementation is needed to fill the void where food falls short. So we're teaching you how to do that. So what are we going to do after we're done with the 11-day shred? Let me put it to you this way. You come into the 11-day ERShred. You're overweight. You're tired. You don't feel good. You do our 11-day shred. You rock your world. You come alive. And by the way, give me 11 days. And I guarantee you that you will start to feel more like a human being at the end of 11 days than you did when you first came to me. I promise you that. I guarantee you that. I will literally bet anything on that. That is how sound and sure I am of this protocol. I've tried it all. I've done it. And the results don't lie, for crying out loud. Again, www.ershredders.com. Join us. It's free, right? So we do the 11-day shred. And then what do? Hold on one second. That's peppermint water because then you get fired up. We do the 11-day shred. We come in. We have all these bad habits. We're eating bad. We're not sleeping good. we're eating ding dongs and having ding dong cells. Like, we know, like, you can't tell me that you wake up and you go to these places and you go to these barbecues and you go to the store and you buy chips and you buy soda and you buy candy and you're already struggling with your health and you're already overweight and you're frustrated and you're complaining every day. Oh my God, I'm so overweight. Oh my God, my clothes don't fit. Oh my God, I feel like shit. Oh my God, I need a nap. You can't tell me that you don't know that by eating more of that shit, you're not going to continue to feel like shit. Okay? You first of all, I'm sorry. I'm just going to call your bullshit. So you come into the 11-day ERShred. You do this shred. You do this amazing protocol. You wipe out all of these culprit foods. Your body starts to be like, oh my God. Oh my God. What the hell are all these minerals? What is this? What is this bioavailability food you're putting in? What is this food that you're able to absorb? That's bioavailability. What is the food you're able to absorb? What is that stuff? I haven't seen that in 30 years. I haven't seen that since I was in the womb, for crying out loud. I haven't seen that since I had breast milk. That's what some of your bodies are thinking. So you come in and you do this 11-day shred. It's totally different than anything you've ever done. It completely changes your freaking way of living. You wake up, you're no longer brain fogged. You're focused. You have energy. You do all of this. And then some of you disappear. And I'm like, what the? And then you come back and you're like, oh, I fell off the bandwagon. You didn't fall off the bandwagon. You fucking quit. You quit. And I'm sorry if you don't like my words. Go off the live. Like, I'm going to tell you how it is. But it's just the reality. And if you're mad at me, you need to open up your camera on your phone and you need to look at it and you need to turn it around so you can see yourself. And you need to go, I'm not mad at Jesse. I'm pissed off at myself. And I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out because you need somebody to call you out. But if you just do the 11-day ERShred and then you go away, and you start to add in all of these high sugar, high flour, high glycemic, high blood sugar raisin foods. And you start drinking soda again. And you start drinking beer out of control because you need it. Because it's your life. Because, oh my God, you would die without it. Do you sense the sarcasm? Yes? Okay, good. And you go away? Of course you're going to fail. That's not what we're trying to teach you. You missed the point. You missed the point of the ERShred. The 11-day protocol is the ambulance to save you when you're having a heart attack. That's the ERShred. We are taking you, you are derailed, and we are picking you up and putting you back on the rail and setting you down the right path. We are eliminating the bullshit. We are getting rid of all the fake information, and we're only going to give you exactly what you need to succeed. So all you have to do is commit to yourself. That's all you have to do. But if you do the 11-day ERShred and then you go back to your old ways, what do you think is going to happen? Do you honestly think that 11 days is going to magically solve all your problems? No. I'm sorry, you're not even in this right stratosphere. Like you're in your own world somewhere. You're in your own world somewhere. And I don't know what you're thinking. But if you're done, if you're sick and tired of just feeling sick and tired, you come to the ERShred, you raise your hand and you say, enough is enough. Enough bullshit. I'm done. I don't deserve that anymore. I don't deserve to feel like that anymore. And I agree with you. You don't deserve to feel like that. You were not created to feel like that. You were not designed to be sick and full of disease. If you understand the inner workings of the human body and how all of these intricate systems are joined together and work together and focus together, if you're fueling them for peak optimal performance, if you're giving them what I call rocket fuel, which is actually real food, not this fake ass, chemically man-made laboratory scientific bullshit, but actual nutrition, nutrients and vitamins and minerals. And if you dump that in your body every single day, over and over and over again, your body is going to start to come alive. So the 11-day ERShred is to wipe out the inflammation. We ain't tiptoeing around this shit. I'm taking a jackhammer and I'm going to jackhammer the shit out of the inflammation inside your body. We're going to make it go away. Go away. The ERShred doesn't do it. The fact that you chose to listen to the protocol and now you're not putting in shit food anymore, but you're putting in nutrients and minerals and vitamins, that is the magic. You are the magic as the human being. So when you do that every day, you're going to start thriving. So you do the 11-day protocol, and I would immediately go in to just 10 days or 5 at minimum of what's called shake and meat days. That's right, shake and meat. That's it. Don't add foods. Don't add anything, especially if you're struggling with your health and you got a lot to make happen. I'm talking maybe you got 40 pounds, 50 pounds, 60 plus pounds. Maybe you've had aches and pains for years. I cannot help you in only 11 days. And I mean that in the long term. I can help you short term, but it's the long-term effort that's going to come together. Now, here's the good news. I'm not talking long-term as like years from now. We're going to touch on why you want to keep doing that. I'm talking like a couple shreds. I'm talking give yourself 3 months, 1 quarter out of the year. Do you not deserve 1 quarter? If you don't think you do, I can't help you. Bye. See you later. Not for me, right? That's just not for me. So you do the 11-day shred. You go right into everything that you just learned. You keep out the carbs. You keep out the flour. You keep out the added sugars. You get all that shit out. Throw it out. Empty your cabinets. Empty your fridge. Dump it in the garbage where it belongs. It doesn't deserve a spot in your body. It serves you zero purpose. Now, can you use it later on? If you want to, but I don't know why you would. I mean, maybe it falls in, but whatever. So you go back into it. Now, people have asked me all the time, well, can I just go back to back to back to back to back? Yes. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I don't care what anybody else tells you. Yes, you can. Just give yourself at least 5 days in between because I don't need you to do cleanses that much. The cleanse is not going to save you from a bad choice. You can't go out and eat like a shithead all weekend and come in on a Monday and go, I'm just going to cleanse it all the way. No, it doesn't work like that. That's not what the nutritional cellular fast is about. It goes so much deeper than that. So if you're one of those people, get that out of just get out of your system. It doesn't work like that. The consistency of not putting in high glycemic foods. What do I mean by that? Any food that you eat that instantly raises your blood sugar to high elevated levels. The glycemic index grades foods. Once you eat them, how fast does it turn to sugar inside the blood, which then makes your blood sugar rise, insulin gets released, nothing good happens in that situation. That's what the glycemic index is. So the glycemic index says that, for instance, wheat bread has a higher glycemic index than straight table sugar. You heard that right. Wheat bread, which everybody thinks is healthy for some reason, you've been lied to, has a higher glycemic index than regular table sugar. So you stay away from all the high glycemic foods, the pastas, the desserts, the danishes, the extra sugar in your drinks, the juices, the sodas, the iced teas that have 55 grams of sugar in them, but they're iced tea. You stay away from all that shit because you don't need it. It doesn't serve you. That's why. That's the reason. The reason why is not because I'm telling you to. It's because when you put it in your body, it doesn't serve a purpose. That's the decision that you need to make. You deserve not to feel the pain from food. Food, when you eat it, should fuel you. It should make you feel alive. It should make you come alive. It should give you energy to thrive at 4 in the morning or 10 at night. Come hang out with me for a day. You'll get tired just watching. It's just because I eat the right food. It's I work out. I take care of myself. I don't do everything else right in life. But with this one particular thing, I can tell you that it absolutely will change your life, right? So we do that. We do the shred. Now, the bigger picture of the shred, the long-term picture of the shred is I would love for everybody to maintain what's called metabolic flexibility. And that means that your body is primarily fueling itself on fat. We teach people how to become fat adapted without stressing about ketosis. This is not keto. This is not keto. This is not keto. Do you get the point? You drink one shake in the morning and you've already wiped out keto. This is not keto. So we're going to teach you fat adaptation without worrying about ketosis. We're going to experience ketosis during our cellular intermittent fast, but we don't need to stay there. So many people get that mixed up. You don't need to be in ketosis to become fat adapted. So the long-term picture is that you are a fat burning machine. That's how you want to be every day. Your body easily breaks down fat, releases ketones in your body, creates this euphoric feeling, and it fuels your body. Now, I can tell you that I am literally fueling my endurance workouts on fat alone. I used to be the carb monster. I used to be the guy who ate a bagel before I worked out. I used to eat slices of toast with peanut butter before I worked out. I used to do all of that. So I can't say that I didn't do it. I spent years doing it, and my body looked the same way. So it's not even that you can't not get your body to look that way. That's not what this is about. This goes far beyond that because now I'm talking cellular health. So not only is my body thriving, not only am I looking the same way, but I'm feeling younger because the ache in my elbow that I chalked up to lifting heavy weights for so many years is gone. The thing in my hip that I thought was knee pain that led down to my leg, and I would do all these mobility work, and again, those are still important, but I would do all this because of that is gone. And yet I was ripped and I was healthy. But there was still issues. And I realized by doing this myself that the issues came from some of the foods that I was still choosing. And I'm going to get into that in the athletic side, but I just want to touch on that. So the bigger picture is metabolic flexibility. You're a fat burning machine. However, if carbohydrates are present, because you're going to have them in places, your body will quickly utilize them. And then without even hesitation, it will just easily shift back over. Think of like a gear shift. If you ever drove a standard and you're shifting, you push the clutch in and you go from first to second, how easy that is, right? And then you get really good at it. You go up to third and fourth and fifth, right? How easy those gears slide. That's how your body's going to start to function if you stick with this, if you stop quitting on yourself. You understand? You got to stay with it. You can't just expect miracles with this short period of time. It's like, I want to be a multimillionaire, but I can't expect to be a multimillionaire without putting in all the years of work that I've been doing and still continuing to do the work. That would just be assholish of me. Well, it would be assholish of you to think that if you didn't just keep maintaining, that you wouldn't go back to the way that you were feeling. Make sense? I think it's pretty common sense, right? Hashtag common sense. We should use more common sense. Okay, that's that. How to add more foods. Question about this all the time. Jesse, what foods do I add? When can I add more foods? How can I do it? What should I do? What brand should I get? I don't know. I don't know. You're not me. Do you understand? My food could be your poison. My food could be your poison. Melanie, I am glad that you like my new word, assholish. I hope that you create a song around that. Call it the assholish song. Anyways, how to add more foods. Listen, I can only suggest to you what foods work for me, and you are going to have to evaluate those foods and see if they're going to work for you. So one of the amazing things that we teach people with the ERShred is to get to baseline. You got to get to baseline. Baseline means that you got no inflammatory foods, no garbage coming in, your body's regulated, your hormones are regulated, your body's not out of whack, it's alkaline, it's good, it's chill. I mean, things aren't fighting each other, they're actually working together. Like, welcome to baseline. It's the greatest place that you'll ever be. And from baseline, we then start to gradually teach people. Now remember, if you got big goals, this is not after 11 days. This is maybe after 4 cycles of 11 days. That could take you 4 months. You could do 11 days and then all shake and meat, and 11 days and all shake and meat, and maybe you slip an avocado, and then you do 11 days and all shake and meat, and then you slip an avocado, and maybe you slip some, I don't know, hard cheese. And then you go 11 days and you do shake and meat, and you slip an avocado with some hard cheese and maybe some peppers and onions. Do you understand? I'm not going crazy. People are like, oh, it's a celebration. I made it 11 days. I made it 11 days. Well, fucking congratulations. You made it 11 days. This isn't the world. We have to stop this world of everybody gets a trophy. Oh my God, it's my biggest pet peeve. You made it 11 days, but who are you doing it for? Who are you doing it for? I hope you said yourself, and then I hope you said your family, and then I hope you said your loved ones, and then the people you care about, but more importantly, yourself. You do it for yourself. Do not celebrate because you just made it 11 days. I'm sorry. I just need to be real with you. I'm a coach. I'm not your friend. I'm not going to sugarcoat you. I need to be real with you so you make lasting life change. I want you to feel as jacked up as I feel every day. You deserve that. But you can't do it by making dumb choices, okay? So we're not going to rush back in to just throwing all these foods back in. People are like, oh my God, I tried this, and this, and it hurt my stomach. What do you think made it happen? Well, I don't know, assholish. Oh my God, I tried a biscuit and my stomach was on fire. I cut out all these carbs and all this sugar, and the food that I chose was high glycemic and all this starch and all this stuff, and I wonder why I feel bad. Assholish. Here's your sign. I need to be like that guy. What's that guy's name? The guy that does all the white trash, trailer trash stuff, and he's like, here's your sign. Here's your sign. Like, that's what I need to make for people. Here's your fucking sign. Wake up. Wake up. Please. I need you to have common sense in order for me to help you. Please. Okay? So the way that you want to add foods back in is gradually and very, very slow. Very, very slow. I am at a point after all these years. I have a list of Jeff Foxworthy. Yes, thank you, Amy. I need to study that dude. Here's your sign. I love that guy. But listen, I can tell you, I can eat all kinds of meat, grass-fed, of course, butter, fruits. I love grapes, and I love nectarines, and I love peaches. I stay away from watermelon because that's high glycemic. Bananas I eat early in the morning because they got a lot of sugar. I eat sauerkraut. I eat pickles. I eat hard cheeses. I eat hot dogs. I eat, what the hell else do I eat? Oh my God, I eat so much. I have peppers and onions, and I have squashes and cauliflower and supplements, right? All kinds of supplements and vitamins. Like, do you understand? Like, I have a list of food, but I stick to those foods. I don't really fly off of those foods because I know they make me feel good. So you want to add foods, back in gradually. I can't tell you exactly what that is. I'm teaching you to fish. You need to cast the line out and you need to reel it back in. And you need to cast the line out and you need to reel it back in. And you might spend 5 hours sitting on the freaking boat, casting the line out, going these fucking fish, and you're reeling it back in, and you got nothing. And you might come in from the end of the day, and you might not have any fish, or you might have caught a little wiener fish. one of those little tiny guppy fish and you wanted a big old bass, right? Well, you can't get everything you want right away. And you need to start realizing that especially with your health, some of you have taken 10, 12, 14 years to get to the place you're at today. You need to give yourself time. I give you permission to give yourself time to get to that place. So add foods back in gradually, right? Going out to eat. Yes, go out to eat if you want to go out to eat. Now, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I do not enjoy going out to eat that much. I enjoy cooking. I am the chef in my house. In fact, I literally walk in the door at 7 o'clock. I cook dinner, I eat, I help clean up, and then I come do these calls and stuff. I am the chef. I like to cook. When I touch my food, when I shop for my food, I create that connection with my food. If I can get it from a farmer's market, even better. I'm creating the connection with the farmer and the land. If you think that this is woohoo shit, you're never going to get it. But if you start to understand the connection to the food that you put in your body, that's what this is all about. So if I can get my food within a 25 to 30 mile circumference of my home, that's where I'm shopping. That's the connection. It's just like when you're lifting weights. If you just sit there and lift weights, you're just a jackass flinging shit around. I'm the guy laughing at you in the gym going, hey, jackass, I used to be you. Don't just do that. It's the concentration. You're connected. You want to know why Sean Escobar looks at his biceps when he curls them? He's talking to them. I'll tell you the truth about him. He's talking to them. He's like, grow, baby, grow. So you got to have the connection, just like the mind-body connection with lifting, the mind-body connection with your food. So going out to eat is easy if you want to go out to eat, though. You just have to not be asshole-ish. Don't choose the foods that you know are bad for you. Take the concepts that we've taught you and bring them with you. If you went to college and you paid all this money to learn this stuff and you don't take the concepts with you, what's the point? What's the fucking point? I don't understand. If you spend all this time learning something and don't take the concepts with you, and then you go out and you're like, oh, I don't know what to eat. I don't know what to pick. Well, let me tell you something. It's probably not the things that's loaded in extra sugar. It's probably not the desserts, the extra wine or beers or empty-ass calories that you want to dump into your body. Again, your choice. I'm not judging you, but I'm just being real with you. Don't be asshole-ish when you go out to dinner. Look ahead at the menu sometimes. Know what you're going to get. There's always something that I can find from a menu when I choose to go out to eat, which is like, I don't know, 3 times a year, 4 times a year, maybe. I don't know. I just don't enjoy it. I would rather spend my money on a mountain vacation for the weekend or taking a trip or buying myself something that I want. Like, that's just what I do. That's how I look at it. So I don't know all these people that thrive about going out to eat. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it because most of the time I'm disappointed. Most of the time I'm disappointed. I'm paying $30 for something I can make for 10 and I can also make it taste better. I don't understand. But if you go out, go out. Just use common sense. Pick the things. Get rid of the bun. Get rid of the pasta. Get rid of the bread. Like, oh, they put a big thing of bread in me. Nobody told you had to eat it. Nobody's pointing a gun at your head going, eat the bread with the oil, dude, or I'm going to shoot you. You're being asshole-ish. Anyways, understand balance. 80-20. If you can live your life 80% of the time choosing to fuel your body for peak performance, and again, I'll explain it again if you haven't gotten my point. What do I mean by that? Minerals, vitamins, nutrients. Minerals, vitamins, nutrients. Foods that are packed full of minerals, vitamins, and nutrients. If you choose that 80% of the time, And then 20% of the time, I call that keep your sanity. Please go out and have a beer. Please go have a glass of wine or two. Please go enjoy something with your friends. Go to a friend. I was out on the boat with some friends and she made hamburgers and she put a bun on my hamburger. Am I going to be like, oh my God, you put a bun? No, I ate it. I got some heartburn. I knew it was going to happen. I got a little gurgles and I sucked it up. And then I ate a lot of healthy food to make it go away, right? But it's like, that's the balance. Like eventually you're going to get to a point, like I eat food. I'll be very honest with you. I can get away with a lot. I eat foods and my body processes them differently. But see, I used to do that before and I used to work out all the time. And just because you look a certain way doesn't mean that you should allow yourself to eat foods. I used to be like, well, I can eat ice cream every single night because I work out 6 days a week. And I don't only work out, but I like do endurance workouts. I go for like freaking 10-mile joy runs and 13-mile fun runs. And I go run a marathon just because it's part of training. And I do, an hour and a half every single day. So I deserve that beer. I deserve that donut. I deserve that chocolate. Asshole-ish. That's what I was being. And that's what you're being. We are being asshole-ish. So the more that you realize and you start to call yourself out, you'll be good to go. Okay, that's all I got for that. Anyways, so get to the good first. Get to where you need to get to first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shreds. I don't care. Don't stop. Don't stop. Just go and go and go and go and go. And don't stop. Don't look back. Don't let anybody get in the way. Don't give a shit about what anybody else says. Don't care what anybody else thinks. It is none of your business what anybody else thinks about what you're doing. Somebody said to me, well, I cooked a lot of meat for you because I know. I go, thank you very much. Do you need me to feel bad? If you didn't, I brought my own. Do you understand? Like, it's just the way it is. Do not feel bad. Do not stop. Do not quit. Keep going because you deserve it. Because you deserve it, and that's why you keep going. Okay? That's that. Anyways, let's move on. Athletics. I want to touch on this for the last 10 minutes because so many people have asked about it. I got fired up. If I missed your question, I'm sorry. I will always go back. I'll answer your question. Put them into the comments. Send me a message. I'll do my best to get to them. Like, just keep showing up. If you just keep showing up, I promise you, you're going to go in the right direction. That's what I know for sure, okay? So athletics, listen, this is my jam. I've been working out for years, and I was just like you. I remember the day that I first picked up my weights. It was like love at first sight. It was like, I'm going to marry you. That's how I felt because I grew up a little fat kid. I grew up not feeling wanted. I grew up not feeling like I had a place. So when I found the gym and I found athletics, it was at a time in my life that I was desperate for something. I was dying for something. And that just made me feel good. So I fell in love with lifting weights. But I made all the mistakes that you guys made. I read the magazines. I looked for answers online. I tried to decipher all the information. I typed in one question and I got 17 different responses. And they all told me they were right. And I was like, well, shit. So I just kind of went with it. And I did what a lot of you did. I got frustrated. I got tired. I got aggravated that I didn't get results. I quit. I came back. I did it again. I quit. I came back. I did it again. And each time I would keep trying. And then I finally stuck with it. And I kept going. And I got stronger. And I could lift heavier weights. But I could never transform. I could never actually get my body to look like that. Well, wait a minute. What am I trying to look like? That's a mistake right there. That's a huge mistake that I made. I was trying to look like somebody that I wasn't. I was trying to fit in to what I thought other people needed me to look like or needed me to be. And here's what happened. I ruined 15 more years of my life. Ruined it. So when it's athletics and you're coming into this, understand that you, again, just like the ERShred, you're doing it for you. But let me give you some points. If you are just starting out, one of the things that drives me crazy when I'm talking to people that need to lose a lot of weight, they're like, yeah, but I've been slacking on my workouts and I know I need to pick it up. And gosh, I haven't been to the gym and gosh, shame on me. And I say to them, I go, well, yeah, that can definitely help. I was like, but how's your diet? How's your nutrition? Like, what do you eat every day? And they're like, well, that could be better. And, I'm running around the kids and I stop at Chick-fil-A but I get the chicken nuggets and, if I go here, I get the salad though. And I add chicken on it. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, so you're doing all this working out. You're causing massive damage to your body. You're breaking down muscle fibers. You're causing tendon tears. You're causing myofascial tears. You're causing muscles to fatigue and fail. And your thank you to your body doing all that work is a slushie or chicken nuggets or a beer or a salad that's nutrient deprived with some fake ass chicken from God knows where it's at, where it comes from. Like, that's your reward back to your body? No. Here's my recommendation. And this is only my recommendation. You take it if you want it. You leave it if you don't. Either way, I'm not going to lose any sleep tonight. If you are just starting the ERShred specifically, okay, I would highly recommend that you actually do not do workouts. Oh, but every trainer, no. Your body is under massive inflammation. Your body is not in line. Your body is not in check. Your body is screaming. It is crying. All of those signs that it's showing you is signs that you've been ignoring for years. Those headaches, those sinus colds, those aches and pains, they're not normal. They're not normal. They're not normal. So you need to stop and evaluate. And I'm going to say to take this in phases. Phase 1 for people who are just starting out. Now, again, if you've already been working out, if you've already been crushing it, if you're an athlete and you're training 5-6 days a week, this is not for you. This is not for you. But you can still understand this because so many people that are at that point, I believe, need to give themselves a reset because you've never given yourself time to take a break. You've never given yourself time to fully heal. You've never given your body, you've never honored the process. You think that if you miss a workout for a week, you're going to gain weight again. That's a bad mindset. You think if you don't work out for 3 days, you're going to magically get fat. That's a bad diet mindset. You are being assholeish to yourself. Stop doing that. So I would first recommend that you only focus on your nutrition, that you only focus on getting good quality sleep, that you take out all the culprit foods, that you only put in high quality, top nutrition, rocket fuel, as I like to call it. Fuel your body for performance. Give it everything that it needs. And then, just like when you start to add foods, you can start to bring in exercise and start to couple it with the ERShred as you take steps forward and move through the process. Take it together. Listen, exercise and nutrition is a happy marriage. They go hand in hand. So I'm not telling you not to work out, to not work out. Well, I'm just not going to work out for 3 years because Jesse told me not to. No, that's not what Jesse told you. No. I told you if you're really struggling and you're in pain and you're hurting, how in the world do you expect to work out? It's like setting yourself up a goal to fail. And then why do we do that? We set these goals. Now, I understand. Set audacious goals. Set them high. Go after them. I'm not talking about that. But we set these unrealistic goals for ourselves. You're sitting your ass on the couch for years. You're miserable. You're in pain. And all of a sudden, you're like, enough is enough. I'm going on a diet. I'm changing everything. And damn it, I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week. No, you're not. Like, no, you're not. You don't have the discipline to show up every single day like you just said. So set yourself up for success. And I'm telling you that not because I don't believe in you. I'm telling you that because I work out 6 days a week, and at least half of them, I don't feel like walking my ass out through that door. I don't feel like walking my ass out through that door. I am not always motivated. I am dedicated and I am committed to the outcome of the feeling of how I feel. That is what's going on. So I need you to get to that place first so you can tell yourself to screw off and just yesterday morning, that's what happened. I didn't feel like it. I was up way past my bedtime on Sunday. I had to drink some peppermint water. I had to slap myself in the face and I had to get going. I tried to give myself every excuse why I wouldn't do it. I've been doing this for 20 years. So that's where I'm coming from when I share that with you. Do not exercise in the beginning. Just take the time. Take 1 shred, 2 shreds, 3 shreds. I don't care. Now, if you can start after 1 or 2 shreds, you now have mobility. You got flexibility. You're not aching and pain when you get up and walk anymore. Get your ass outside and walk. You go get your steps. You start at 3,000 steps. You start at 2,000. I don't care. Just move. You start and you go. And then you go more. And then you go more. And then you go more. And you add it on little by little, just like you do with food, little by little by little. Now, exercise is a little different because you eventually want it to hurt. The hurt is the good stuff that's happening, and then you learn how to rebuild it. So that's exercise. You understand that when you actually exercise, you're actually not doing anything good for your body. You're breaking down your body. You are destroying the body. And it's in the rebuilding process, the rest and the recovery, which so many athletes forget about, never mind weekend warriors and first-time fitness people, but extreme athletes always forget about this. The rest and the recovery is where you grow. The rest and the recovery is how you get bigger muscles. They don't grow because I pick up a dumbbell and I do curls. They grow because I broke the shit out of the fibers, and now I'm going to fuel my body with the rebuilding molecules to put the bridge back together, but with an extra slab of concrete, with an extra rebar this time. And each time you're going to slide in some more rebar and make it stronger. So you take it with time. That's exercise. Which is the best exercise? I get asked this all the time. Jesse, which exercise is better? Should I do high intensity interval training? Should I do Zumba? Should I do the Peloton bike? Should I do tread circuits? Should I just lift weights? Should I not do cardio at all? Should I do core? Should I not do core? Here's the answer. Get out your notebook. Get your pen. Get your notebook. Here's the answer. The best exercise that you could do is the one that you get most excited about and you can commit to showing up for yourself as many times as you say you're going to show up for yourself. That's the best form of exercise, especially in the beginning. Now, as you get to higher levels, as you get to different stages, okay, is there more strategy? Of course there is. Can you program your workouts differently? Of course you can. Of course you can. But you got to do the exercise that you enjoy. And if that's speed walking your dogs, that's speed walking your dogs. I walk my dogs for 4 miles every single day on top of the exercise, on top of the yard work, on top of the wallpaper climbing and going every day. Like, I'm constantly moving. Like, I'm the guy outside mowing my lawn at 6 a.m. That to me is exercise. Don't believe me? Ask my neighbor. Like, I'm that guy. I buy electric power tools so I can fucking work in my yard at 6 a.m. and I won't piss off my neighbors. Like, that's exercise. Do you understand? All forms of movement are exercise, but you can get more strategic as time goes on. So there is no best exercise. There's also no exercise that can target specific areas of fat. You cannot target a specific area of where you want to lose fat. Look, people are like cycling, Pilates, hiking, weightlifting, walking. Yes, just do what makes your heart happy. Do what makes your heart happy. Show up every day. Elevate your heart rate. Elevate your heart rate. Get it going. But again, remember, be logical about it. If you're 70 pounds overweight, do not go and try and run a 5K right away. That is stupid. That is assholish. You should just go for a walk and be proud of yourself that you are outside walking and not sitting your ass on the couch, and be okay with it and know that you're going to get better. Know that you're going to get stronger. Know that you're in this for the long game. You got to play the long game. We started off talking about the long game. We're still on the long game, right? We're still on the long game. Hang with me. I'm going to wrap this up real soon, okay? So that's the best. Now, we already talked about should you work out. We already talked about that. Well, how do I eat? How do I eat? I am an endurance ultra marathon runner. Now, I don't say that because I need a clap. In fact, I'm not the best ultra marathon runner. I'm not even close to the best ultra marathon runner. I'm what's called a top of the mid pack. So you got all those fast little son of a bitches that like take off, and they're like the little stick figures that I can't catch. And then you have the mid pack. And then you have the end pack. And I'm the top of the mid pack. So I'm very proud of that because I'm 190 pounds, 185 pounds. People told me that I would never be able to do ultra endurance running and weightlifting. Go screw yourself. Don't tell me I can't do something, right? So I've done that. I've proven that. And I'm telling you, I was the carb monster. That was me. I was the carb monster. But I wasn't the bad carb monster. Yeah, I would have pizza. I would have ice cream cones. I would do cookies, and I would do all that stuff because I would chalk that up to, well, I deserve that because I work out a lot. God, I was being assholish. I had to check myself. So I would do things like complex carbs and sweet potatoes and stuff. And mind you, there's still a place for those types of things. But understand something. I ran the Georgia Death Race, which is 74 miles, 16,000 feet of elevation gain up and down. And I did that completely fat adapted. I did not use carbohydrates. I did not eat my gummies. I did not have my pretzels. I did not eat my chips. I did not eat any of the stuff that I normally ate. And I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that the only reason that I made it to the finish line of the Georgia Death Race, well, two reasons. One, because I already knew I was going to make it before I started. That's important. Mindset. And two, I could not eat the food because it was so hot and so humid that day. I felt like I wanted to literally vomit all over the place. I could not come into the aid stations and eat the food that I normally ate. I couldn't even eat the beef. I was walking around with brisket in my hydration pack. No joke. I had bags of brisket. I had fat bombs. I had these nut butter fat bombs. Like, I had it all planned out. But in the world of ultramarathon running, nothing ever goes as planned. Always expect the unexpected, right? But I tell you that story because I've done it the carb way, and I've also done it this way. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that I could not have made it because I was only relying on liquid nutrition to keep me going. And my body was eating fat. It was burning fat. It was utilizing my stored fat. You see, you can only store 2,000 calories worth of carbohydrates, glucose, in your body. 2,000 calories. That can be burned very, very quickly. You can store over 100,000 calories of fat in your body, and that's going to take you a really, really, really long time to burn through all of that. So if your body's efficient at burning fat and it's efficient at breaking it down, that's why I was able to make it, right? So leading up to that race, all my training, everything that I did, no carbs, no breads, No pastas the night before a long run. I would eat my steak and my butter and my scrambled eggs and my pickles and my cheese. And I would load my body up with all these amazing calories. I eat 4,000 calories a day. All proteins and fats, and I have my carbs in there, but I choose my carbs wisely. I get my carbs from things like homemade granola, flaxseed, chia seed, nut butters, amazing macronutrient, delicious meal replacement shakes that I use. I get my carbohydrates from some pre-workouts that I use, from some BCAAs. And I'm using those because I'm at a place now where my body is so fine-tuned, is so prepared, is so ready that it can just absorb. I put it in, it's like, pop, 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 pop. It's like a fucking pinball machine, right? Like I can eat something, I can feel it. It's like, bing! Like my body's like, woo! Like it just goes because I'm so in tune. Because every day I choose me. Every day I choose me. Every day I choose healthy. Not because somebody tells me, not because the magazine says so, because I choose it. So you can absolutely do this in an athletic way. Now, we don't have time to get in. I need to do a whole live on just athletics. But I wanted to just touch on it real quick. The only thing you have to do, if you're a bigger male, or if you're more athletic, if you're already a runner, if you're a heavy weightlifter, all you have to do is take the concept of the ERShred and add to it, but keep the concept. Stay away from the added sugars. Stay away from all the pastas. Stay away from all of those shitty carbs that spike your blood sugar. One of the number one reasons that I continue to eat this way, and I will do it for the rest of my life now that I know how good I can feel, now that I know how live I am, the whites of my eyes are brighter. I mean, it's crazy. At 41, I feel like I'm going backwards. I am going to choose this, and I choose to put the foods in my body that I do every day because I know based off science that when I eat low glycemic foods, my blood sugars stay in check. And that means no insulin is being released. Cortisol is not there. Stress is down. All those things, inflammation is down. My body's not attacking itself. That is why I choose to continue to eat this way. So if you need to, Melanie, you asked a question. Here's your answer. You want to gain more lean muscle. This one's for you. All you have to do is increase your calorie load now with the same kind of foods that you've been eating and start to time the bigger portions pre-workout and especially post-workout so your body is at a max time to absorb everything. That is the only thing that you need to change, is to add in more quality nutrition, more beef, more eggs, more butter, sauerkraut, cheeses, whatever you found, whatever foods serve you, add those in. An additional protein shake before you go to bed. Not a meal replacement, but a protein shake. Add more of that stuff in. It's a simple fix. You can add a tablespoon of MCT oil to your shake and bump your calories up 100 calories right there. And it's all healthy fat. It's so easy. 1 tablespoon of flaxseed, 1 tablespoon of chia seed. Boom, 200 extra calories right there. Nothing high glycemic. All amazing foods. So you can keep doing that. Now, if you're already an athlete and you want to shift your body to being fat adapted and you are a carb monster like I used to be, understand it's going to take time. It's going to get worse before it gets better, and that's okay. Embrace that suck. Embrace that suck. And we'll touch on that in another live. Anyways, guys, I'm past my time. I need to go relax. I need a shower. I need to chill for a little bit. I need some good sleep. I hope that this brought you something. I hope you got one piece of knowledge out of this. If it was one knowledge, even if you adopt my new word, assholish, and you bring it with you into life, I have done my job. I have served a purpose. I have given you value for tonight. So I hope that at least it brought you one new thing that you can take. Do not try everything at once. One thing at a time. Add it slowly. Take the time. And whatever you do, do not quit. Commit to yourself. And for the God's sake, Get out there and share this with the world. The ERShred is no frills, no thrills, no bullshit. It is the most empowering health protocol that you have ever tried. You have never, ever tried something like this ever before. So don't tell me that, oh, I've done something like that. No, you have not. I promise you, you have not. This is a culmination of years of failure put into a short, condensed, simple, easy to follow, no thought needed protocol that will drastically change your life. And you can adopt it for all levels. It doesn't matter. So share it with the world. And if you're a person that's watching and you haven't started yet, July 12th is our next big shred. Do not tell me it's the summer. I hate that shit. Summer bodies are made in the winter. No, they're not. Summer bodies are made all year long. There is no time that's better than right now, because our health is our greatest wealth. And I hope you take that as seriously as I do, because I believe that you all deserve to thrive. I believe that you all deserve to feel amazing each and every single day. Please, please, please join us every single Tuesday at 8 p.m. I have 3 amazing weeks worth of interviews lined up. I have a former fitness competitor coming who's going to talk about food addiction next week and the bad stuff that it did to her, and she's thriving on the ERShred. The week after that, I have an amazing duo that's coming on that is just, I mean, it will blow your mind. They're over 60. They're thriving. Their grandparents on fire right now. And then I have a very, very special treat for you at the end of July. I have a good friend of mine, Dr. Glenn Nozak, who has been in the world of nutrition and dealing with people and diet and helping people for years and years and years. And he's going to come on, and we're going to talk science, and we're going to talk the ERShred, and we're going to hash that all out. It's summertime. Have fun, but do not give up on your health. Your health does not deserve a back seat to a freaking cheeseburger. Your health does not deserve a back seat to you feeling like shit because it's summertime. You need your health. Your health is your greatest wealth. Thank you all for joining. I hope you all have an amazing night. I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye-bye.